Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Shara Magomedov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Well, he came into the UFC as one of the hottest prospects the Octagon had seen in years, and Israel Adesanya has done nothing to diminish that hype. Stuffed 12 takedowns in his UFC debut, and the expectation is that most opponents are going to try to ground the last style bender. Let's see if he can keep this fight up right here tonight. Going to the side kick. Good defensive vision to block that punch.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg there.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Some nice power there with the left hook upstairs. Good job keeping that head off the center line. Slips to avoid the right hand. Nice jab there by Adesanya. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Well, one got through. That kick was blocked. Man, look at Adesanya putting his words into action. I don't throw and hope, I aim and fire. The accuracy is just on a completely different level, and not surprising that he has drawn comparisons to the consensus greatest middleweight champion in UFC history, the great Anderson the Spider Silva.
Good shot, good shot.
Uppercut attempt nearly connects, but no good. Throws that teep. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, it's stringing them together so effectively, never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Nice body shot there.
Nice leg kick.
Under a minute now to go in the round.
Nice body shot.
Oh, wow, how about the roundhouse kick? – 25 total strikes have landed for Israel Adesanya.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Seconds winding down in the opening round.
He loaded up there on that high kick.
Oh, what a round. How good was that?
Great job. You take a deep breath. Nice job. How do you feel? That's right. You look amazing. Now you should smell blood. Almost had him out this time. I want you to keep.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the highlights. He has had his kicking game going early and often tonight.
I mean, on point, right? He knew that this was going to be a way for him to take control of this fight. He's used those kicks to really put him out ahead, and I'm not sure if his opponent has the ability to adjust and stop him from landing these over and over.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, let's get to round 2. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The match, you don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go and get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you work him.
And look at his left leg already on the outside. The inside of the right leg's gonna start looking at like that too very soon. If he takes any more of those inside kicks.
Oh, good work with the jab there. Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya.
Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. Back and forth we go. Oh, an obvious limp there. His leg hurting for certain. We approach the 2-minute mark in round 2. Effective punch there by Adesanya. Well, some fighters, when they get cracked in the mouth, they respond well. He got stunned earlier in the round and hasn't really recovered or gotten back into things.
People react differently, right? Some people just get back going. He's having a hard time building his way back into this fight.
Well, you saw us referencing the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. Under a minute now to go in the round.
Beautiful leg kick lands.
Right hook attempt, that's a miss. Lands a big elbow there. Seconds winding down in round 2. All right, round 3 coming up next.
Unbelievable. You're mixing it up perfectly. I love what you're doing with your kicks. Keep those going. He's slowing down.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so another round is now underway. Pretty good action over the previous 10 minutes. Your thoughts on what we might see here?
Both of the guys really picking up on the action, putting their foot on the gas, and really starting to drive it home as we approach the end of the fight, and we're still so evenly matched, and the fight has been so close to this point.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Nice defense there, huge block. All right, so another nice strike to the thigh, some bruising starting to develop, and that could render his opponent a one-legged fighter here down the line.
And it'll take some time. It'll take some time when you land it there. But trust me, when you can dead that leg with those leg kicks, you can really start to see your opponent having difficulties moving. Right now, we're at step 1.
That's it. Beautiful uppercut.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
If you're gonna go out on your shield. If you're going out, go out on your shield. Don't just walk backwards. Go forward. Make him fight you.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Oh, big knee to the body. That'll soften him up.
Protect your face.
Adesanya's strike attempt there is blocked. Left hand finds the target. Oh, massive knee to Can't feel good. Unable to connect with the right hand there. Oh, nasty cut right on the bridge of the nose. He is bleeding.
Nice kick, yep.
But he needs to check one of these kicks. He has to discourage him from throwing this kick over and over again.
Clipped him with the right hand there. One minute to go. Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's gonna be over very soon.
All right, so a lot to like over the distance of that fight tonight. Clearly, we think we saw one guy win the fight and largely got it done with the striking.
Yeah, he got it done with the striking. And that's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a guy that's so comfortable whenever he's in the stand-up. And that showed tonight as he truly outworked his opponent.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27. For the winner by unanimous decision, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, well, you've heard Bruce say that before. Israel Adesanya, your winner by decision. Clean, dominant performance. Maybe could have gone for it a little bit more, but it's another green stripe on the Wikipedia page.
All he does is win. Israel Adesanya is one of those guys that just knows how to get the job done. And tonight it was decision, but once again, another win for the last style bender.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Leon Rocky Edwards. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Nick Diaz!
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, so here's the perennial welterweight contender, Leon Rocky Edwards. Nice to see him finally realize a championship opportunity there in Salt Lake City. This is a 5-tool player, though. A lot of people fancy him just a striker. Haven't watched all the film. Of that, I can assure you. He can wrestle, he can grapple, can even choke you out if need be. Going to be very interesting to see stylistically how he chooses to approach this matchup tonight. This is crazy, DC. These fighters are not trying to just touch each other. They're trying to put each other out with every shot.
John, with every shot, these guys are trying to end the fight. What a start. Oh!
Oh, nice kick.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jabs?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jabs. But you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, and the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
Oh, high-level defense there. The hook shot is blocked by Edwards. 26 total strikes have now landed for Leon Rocky Edwards. Punches and bunches for Nick Diaz now. Slips. Man, how about the crisp boxing and kickboxing of Leon Edwards here tonight? It's amazing how much he has improved since his UFC debut a few years ago, and really has established himself as one of the best welterweights in the world. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, side control now, DC. Edwards is trying for a submission here. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
Big, straight left.
Lands a quick jab.
Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. Just out of range with the straight left hand. His opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Big moments on both sides in round one. So there is the horn, standing ovation from this capacity crowd. Near knockouts by both fighters. Probably the best round we've seen thus far this year.
Oh, man, this is the best round of fighting that I have seen for a very long time. Why did the bell have to stop? Let's just go 10 minutes straight.
Pride rules. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode. Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
Ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, round two. Edwards gets tagged by that straight punch. Nice land for the offense there.
Looks like Pac-Man. He's taking so many strikes to the head.
Edwards gets hit with a kick. Well, without much resistance, he continues to find a home for that jab, much like he did in the previous round. Oh, crippling knee to the body. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Headshot, bang!
Good punch lands.
3 minutes now to go in round two.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, and there's a kick now to the body. That one blocked by Diaz. Back to the overhand.
It won't take many of those.
All right, mixing up the leg kicks nicely, and that thigh starting to show some visible signs of bruising there.
You know, you can't even worry about what that high leg kick does now. You have to worry about the dividends that it will pay as we go forward in this fight. Oh, nice elbow.
Oh, nice jab by Diaz. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Edwards' nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Oh, nice job by him there to move into half guard.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle.
Oh, he's got it locked in tight now. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. What a tight arm bar.
Oh, somehow volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He has just outclassed this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
You're not tired. Look at him. He's breathing
All right, so
hard.
there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defense.
Third round underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Well, at some point as a fighter defensively, you've got to make an adjustment. His thigh is like purple now.
Yeah, he's getting beat up. I just don't understand how he could have taken so many leg kicks before he started to realize that it was going to put him in danger. Waited too long. Now he's going to find himself in some trouble.
All right, well, that blow is bursting from that.
Oh!
Leon Edwards has done it.
Holy!
All right, let's go inside the octagon now. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 23 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Leon Rocky Edwards.
All right, how about Leon Edwards, your winner tonight by KO? Look at him now. It is amazing to think where he was just a few short years ago. Now he's all the rage.
I mean, for years, this guy begged for a title fight. When he got his opportunity, he cashed in, became the champ, and now he's showing that he's getting better and better. He said, look at me now. Yes, Leon, we're all watching you knock people out over and over again.
And I'm not sure there's a better striker in this division. There may be strikers as good. Leon... Well, Scousers don't get knocked out, and that has been the case for Paddy Pimblett, at least to this point in his UFC career. Outstanding pedigree coming in, and he's got another big fight in front of him tonight, DC.
And he's going to continue to get big fights, because when you have that thing, when you have that it factor about you, people want to tune in. That is what Paddy Pimblett has in spades. But not only can he fight, but not only can he draw people in, the guy can fight. He's a tremendous grappler, and he has confidence like not many guys that we've seen at such a young age in their career.
And don't let the out-of-camp body composition fool you, because this man has a work ethic that rivals anybody in this division. Huge spot for Paddy Pimblett tonight. If I ask you who the most exciting man in mixed martial arts is today, I trust the answer just might be Justin Ray Gaethje. Realized a major championship outside the UFC. He has really taken this promotion by storm since signing with the MMA leader a few years ago.
I mean, pace, pressure, aggressiveness, just meanness, a mentality that only allows him to pursue victory. Watching him against Edson Barbosa, withstand some of the strikes that he took to get the knockout was a sight to behold. The fight against Michael Johnson in his UFC debut. Michael Johnson was a top 5 guy in the world, and Justin Gaethje completely melted him with pressure and pace. Just one of the most active guys in the UFC on the roster.
More bonuses than UFC fights. Need I say more? Justin Gaethje back from more time. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Justin the Highlight Gaethje.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, so here is the former UFC interim lightweight champion, Justin Gaethje, as we get this early round underway. He believes he has a decided striking advantage in this matchup, and even though he can counter with the best of them, he said he's going to go on the offensive and maybe take some risks here tonight. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
He checked that last one.
That's a big connection for Justin Gaethje, and really just loves being in that octagon. I'm not sure anybody loves Fight Night as much as Gaethje.
People don't enjoy being in someone's face, getting punched and landing punches as much as Justin Gaethje. He's right where he wants to be.
Brutal knee to the body. Oh, man, these fighters are trading strikes early on.
That's exactly what we expected from these two.
Oh, big left from Gaethje.
Oh, nice lateral change.
Nice move into half guard. Shades of Daniel Cormier slicing through that guard.
Unbelievable. I love it. Like a knife through butter. What a great job passing. That submission looks tight.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense.
Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Gaethje.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Oh, great reversal to top position by Pimble. Oh, he's got his knee on the belly, raining down punches here.
Beautiful transition.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop the
Got
fight.
to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Now drops inside that closed guard. Now potentially working on a submission instead. Oh, it's getting deep now, DC.
Dude's got a fight on his hands now. Oh, he's gonna get him with it.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Oh, big shots from the top.
Stop.
5 minutes in the books.
Good guard.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
Ready. Ready.
Second round underway. Pimblett gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there.
It's a beautiful fast foot jab with me.
That's it! Justin Gaethje!
Oh, my Lord.
We get the official decision from Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 16 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Justin the Highlight Gaethje.
All right, so Justin Gaethje, your winner by knockout here tonight, and that was pretty vicious. Nice to see his opponent sort of come to, but Gaethje's getting a bonus, I would think, for that one tonight.
I mean, Justin is an avalanche rolling downhill. Once he gets going, it is hard to keep up with him. And a lot of times, people just kind of melt, and today, he did exactly that. Melted his opponent and gets a knockout victory.
Well, Brian T. City Ortega was 14-0 with a no contest when he ran into Max Holloway in his first UFC championship opportunity. That night didn't go his way, but a lot of people think he has all the skills and all the makeup to eventually get that belt around his waist.
You don't lose, you get an opportunity to get better, and that's what Brian Ortega has to do after he lost that fight to Max Holloway. He will look to take those lessons learned in the octagon over the course of 4.5, 5 rounds and apply them to his career as he goes forward. He has the skill, he has the heart, he has the ability, but now you just got to put it all together if you want to realize a UFC championship.
And of course, if you hear the ladies screaming, that's because T-City has taken his shirt off in the inspection zone. All right, so here is the UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski. He certainly has cleaned out a lot of this division, but there are still guys who are coming to take what is his. How do you think he proceeds with this particular challenge here tonight?
I mean, just being himself, he's as good as they come. The guy has tremendous striking. He's at great wrestling. He was thought to be a wrestler when he got here. We have seen him be a master of game planning. We have seen him be a master of strategy. A guy that fights with a game plan, the fight IQ through the roof. And tonight, you're going to experience one of the smartest, most technically gifted fighters you have ever seen. Let's see if that's enough, though, because the challenge is very big tonight as he steps into the octagon.
And he does so having 4 times gone the full 25 minutes in the UFC. Volkanovski very much has a championship style, and he has got another title fight on his hands tonight.
And Johnny, don't get tired. I mean, he goes the distance and seems like he's just running in the park, taking a nice jog on the weekend, fighting the best fighters in the world.
And had he stayed in rugby league, probably would have been an absolute beast there too.
Savage.
Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Brian T-City Ortega! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Alexander the Great Volkanovski!
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
Well, how about the energy in this building tonight? And it's because of this matchup finally coming around again. Alexander Volkanovski against Brian T-City Ortega. Now, their first meeting not close over the totality of the fight, but certainly T-City came within an inch of wresting the title away.
In that third round, John Anik, that was one of the best third rounds I've ever seen in my entire life. The fact that Volkanovski got out of those submissions tells me that it's going to be very tough to get the belt off of him. No one gets out of the triangle or Brian Ortega's guillotine. He did both. But that should give Brian confidence that if he can get close, this time he'll find the finish.
Nice left hook there from Volkanovski.
Volkanovski's such a phenomenal fighter. I believe his confidence is what truly carries him to be so spectacular, to be so successful. He believes with every part of himself that he is the absolute best fighter in the world.
Nice crack there. Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. All right, so he continues to use his jab effectively here, DC. He gets that hand to the target pretty quickly.
I mean, just right away, blasting the jab after jab after jab. He's a phenomenal boxer with a vast understanding of fighting behind that educated jab.
Ortega's elbow attempt here, that one blocked by the defense. Good left-hand connection by Volkanovski. Volkanovski gets caught with that punch.
Left hook, yep. There's another one. When he gets close, he throws, he lands.
Oh, beautifully placed shot to the leg. 90 seconds to go in the round. Oh, a huge block there.
One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition. Great job landing from the top position.
Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Well, he's got the ground and pound going now. Strong work from the top here by Volko.
Win the scramble! Win the scramble!
10 seconds to go in round one. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Okay, you lost that round. Okay, forget about that round. Listen to me. You're going to go out there, and you're going to stick to your jiu-jitsu. You're going to take him right down.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, here we go. Round two. It is
Ready,
Alexander Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far.
Well, hard to imagine we would get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What gives?
I have no idea. He's not even tried to get this fight to the ground. I don't know what's happening, or maybe something happened earlier in the fight that deterred him from fighting the fight that we have come to expect from this guy. I mean, I cannot believe what we are watching. I mean, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
58 total strikes have landed for Alexander Volkanovski. And the connection rate, DC, pretty good as well, landing at a 63% clip against Brian Ortega. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches in bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Oh, Volkanovski's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Good volume with the kicks, not just one there. Nice combination on the feet, and now works it to a takedown. 90 seconds now in round 2. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back. Ortega's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
All right, so how about this? The BJJ fighter just continues to land at will on the feet. Not necessarily the way you drew it up today, champ.
No, watching these two fight in preparation, you don't expect to see this playing out in front of you. The jiu-jitsu fighter normally is chasing takedowns, but he must have seen something in his opponent that is allowing him to get this type of success on the feet. He looks like he is evolving as a fighter, and that is very good for him and his team to see.
Ortega's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Round 3 next. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. Oh, big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he wants to try to chase down that big. Big right hand.
That leg kick hurt.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight. Nice. Now he's got good body position, yup.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut, and it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes longer.
Ortega's right back to the full mount. Trying for a submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, looked pretty tight, but he gives up on the submission. Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taken to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Ortega. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Ortega's back in half guard. Under a minute to go. Ortega's back in full mount. Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, gives up on the submission now. We'll see where he goes from here. How do you get out of harm's way here?
You gotta shove that knee, John.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by T-City, Brian Ortega. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
You lost that round. You're losing the fight. You need to get yourself back in it. Shake yourself up. I need you to stand off that stool, ready to go out there and win. You're better than...
All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done. He's got to continue down the path in order to make the cut worse.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of a fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder.
Gets on his feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. Remember that, man.
Oh, he separates from the clinch.
All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting in that angle.
Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Well, no denying the durability on the other side, but at this point, you just got to find that kill shot and get him out of there.
A lot of times that comes with reps, that comes with taking your time. You get excited and you want to finish it because you think it's right there, but at times you just overswing and you miss a lot. He needs to slow down if he wants to get his opponent out of this fight.
2 minutes to go in the round. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Let's go. Let's open up that cut a little bit more.
Oh, big elbow.
Beautiful kick lands there.
No wasted motions on those kicks. There's no tell.
T-City just out of range with that jab. Swing and a miss with that punch by T-City, Brian Ortega.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Under a minute to go in round 4.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. So there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and that is one of the best 5-minute stanzas you will ever see from a fighter. Rocked him multiple times, unable to get him out of there, but came pretty darn close.
He did come close to finishing the fight, but he didn't get it done. Now, it will be on him to try and stay patient, try to find the kill shot without overextending himself and putting himself in trouble.
Well, his nose is just mangled. The cut appears to be the big issue. Let's get you some replays from that previous round.
I mean, it's getting hammered. He's going back to the well over and over again. And why would he not? His opponent wasn't good on the defense. His opponent allowed for him to land too clean. And now, he's just targeting that cut on the nose. Good punch.
Come on, he's bleeding good. Let's make it work.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight.
Nice transition.
Use your elbow.
Close guard. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
He's got to be careful here.
Oh, big shots here. Oh, another huge ground strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take?
You need to fight back.
Stay relaxed.
Well, they won't need to go bonus begging after this one. They're getting a bonus tonight. This Ortega's attempting a triangle here. Let's see if he can finish the deal. Oh, looks like he's got that submission locked in.
Starting to get deep.
Oh, come on. That has got to be it.
It's work. Come on, stand her up. It's work.
Oh, looks like he's safe now.
Wow, that's crazy, because generally when you're that deep into a triangle, you do not escape, but he remained calm, and he found a way to get out and be safe again. Great job defensively.
Slice that knee across the belly. Let's get to the mouth.
Ortega's back in full mount.
Push on an elbow.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
I want you in mount now.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Under 2 minutes now to decide this one.
Hey, scramble, get up.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, looks tight to me.
It's work. I'll stand this up.
Oh, he gets out.
He was able to get his momentum going back towards his opponent, then back in the opposite direction to get his hips back and his chest down towards the mat.
And you just spilled your popcorn all over the broadcast
absolutely
table.
did, John. You know I love popcorn.
I'll stop this. You better fight back.
Posture, look to do damage.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
Don't allow him to hold you down. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Oh, Volkanovski's in half guard. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Ortega's right back to the full mount here. All right, so the fighter's setting up another sub attempt here.
Okay, it's okay. You did great. It's a close one.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. For the winner by majority decision, and new undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Brian T-City Ortega.
So an absolutely incredible result here tonight. We are still digesting it right now. There he is, the new UFC featherweight champion of the world. He said all the right things during fight week about dethroning the current champ, and then he went out and executed over a hard 25-minute championship fight. Congratulations to the UFC's new featherweight champion.